Kill confirmed. They've taken the lead.
You fucking blind! Not so fast!
TACOM, deploy napalm strike. Hostile care package inbound. Hostile counter UAV established above. Enemy UAV inbound.
TACOM! Base requesting napalm strike!
Catch me, eyes in the sky!
We're winning. Keep it up.
TACOM, Klaus requesting COAV.
Hostiles reclaimed the lead. We've given up the lead. The lead is ours. Hostile UAV established overhead.
Calling in score streak.
Assault pack has been destroyed.
Klaus authorizing UAV mission. Task counter UAV above.
Alright, you to the west, I see, yeah, I think to the west, go ahead and present, and then we will expect to the west. Just so we initial screen. Yes, my screen.
We've taken the lead. Stay on top. Claim the advantage. Now hold it.
Giving the lecture and the resident building.
TACOM, requesting recon overhead.
Things up to the
Authorized UAV ECM mission.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, thanks.
Enemy UAV
Can
inbound.
you guys see my screen?
You can see your screen.
Enemy care package above.
Gotcha. Alright, so I'm going to be presenting my project vulnerability management. I'm a
Recording in
security
progress.
analyst from Deloitte.
Hostile UAV established overhead.
So now today we're going to be talking about a few things. I'm going
Hostile
to give
care
you guys a
package
project
inbound.
overview. We're going to talk
Enemy
about
RCXD
vulnerabilities.
detected.
We're going to talk about the vulnerability management processes, how to identify, assess, the remediation process, and I'm going to give you guys a conclusion on the overall process at the end. Now, let's talk about who is Deloitte. Deloitte is the company we're currently representing. Operator establishing port 3.
Yeah, I think it's like the product of the
Okay. I'm sorry, there's some substance sprints on this. Alright. I'm going to give you guys a project overview. I'm going to talk about who Deloitte is. I'm going to talk about the vulnerability assessment process and the tools that we're using. And we're going to talk about the goal today, which is showing you guys
Enemy
how to
UAV
identify
inbound. Hostile LDBR drop
vulnerabilities
detected.
in the systems. I'm going to talk about vulnerabilities, the severities, the potential impact, and we're going to focus on potential remediations based on the vulnerabilities that we identified. A little bit of background
Enemy care
information.
package above.
So Deloitte is a global leader in professional services offering a range of solutions, including auditing, consulting, tax and advisory services. And they have a pretty good outreach over the world. They serve about 150 countries, so that gives us a base on diverse clientele. So it's not just companies in the tech background, they could be companies in research, pharmaceutical, and even law. And in today's era,
Catch the eyes in the sky.
in today's era, it's harder for organizations to
TACOM,
face
South
a
requesting
lot of cyber
UAV.
threats. So what we're going to talk about today is how
We've taken the
hackers can
lead. Stay on
exploit
task.
these vulnerabilities
We're
in
winning.
web networks,
Keep it that way.
applications, and systems.
TACOM, get an ACOM strike on my
It's
beacon.
important for us to conduct
Net call.
regular
Hostile
vulnerability
intercepted on approach.
assessments so that we can
falling
proactively
behind,
identify and address these weaknesses
Assaulting with hand
to help
cannon.
us, mitigate and protect our systems. And today, the software that we are using to help us
We're
is Nessus.
coming around for a second pass.
So before we get into all the technical jargon, let's just talk about what the vulnerability is. The vulnerability is just a flaw in your system that can be exploited by attackers. So it could be anything from you just leaving a code open or you clicking on a random link online. So it just everything online that's not protected can be easily exploited by cybercriminals. So vulnerabilities can arise from various sources, such as compromised software, configured systems, code left open, like we talked about. And then identifying and addressing these vulnerabilities in a timely manner helps mitigate security risks and prevent your system from being hacked. And it's important to know that hackers are working harder than us because every single
Enemy UAV
opportunity that can
inbound.
be online is what they're basically targeting. So we as a cybersecurity analysts I just focus on making sure that we are one step ahead of them. And not just identifying, but also, mitigating and thinking of different ways in which our system can be exploited. So the vulnerability management process is a continuous cycle where
Operator establishing
the goals identify, assess, prioritize, and address current weaknesses in organizations to minimize risk and exploitation. And there are 5 steps in the vulnerability management process. The first being
We're
identification,
ahead, but stay
assessment,
alert.
and
Martian people are no
prioritization,
fools.
remediation, verification, and documentation and reporting. In the identification step, you want to use tools like Nessus to scan your systems and networks to make sure that
Hostile
you're
UAV
finding
established
everything that
overhead.
can be easily exploited.
Enemy care package
And the
above.
next step, once you found
Enemy
these
UAV
vulnerabilities, is to assess
Authorized
the
napalm
identified vulnerabilities,
Hostile UAV
determine their
overhead.
severity and
TACOM,
potential
I need
impact
eyes
on
overhead.
you and
Enemy
your
interceptors
organization.
inbound.
And once you've done that, you want to implement appropriate measures to address different vulnerabilities. And once you've addressed them,
Yo, y'all niggas gotta
Find
stop
whatever they're
camping.
hiding.
Y'all
so
niggas is dog
the
shit.
verification,
Please, for the love of God,
at
stop
the
camping.
verification
Please,
step,
please, please,
you want
please,
to
please.
follow-up scans, tests, just to make sure that these vulnerabilities that you found are being addressed and mitigated. And the last step will be documentation and reporting, where you maintain detailed records of identified vulnerabilities and assessments. So make sure that if they arise again in the future, that you're not spending a lot of time to find a solution that's an easy fix. Maybe you already have a patch written or take care of that in the software